Yeah, it's Hot 97 Hip Hop and R&B. Mr. C, I am here. And got my dude to my right, to y'all left, DJ Cassidy in the building.
Hello, sir.
We just came off of DJ Cassidy doing the special Calling All Hearts Valentine's Day mix. And
See, that was my first time on radio.
Well, I know it was your first time on Hot 97, but was it your first time on radio, period?
On radio. I've been DJing since I'm 10 years old. That was my first time on radio.
That's crazy.
And that link that's up right now to the set is the only link of a DJ Cassidy set on the internet. I never record my sets.
Wow.
So two firsts today here at Hot 97 on Valentine's Day.
That's crazy. So listen, you can check out DJ's Cassidy Calling All Hearts Valentine's Day mix. You can go to hot97.com/Mr. C, MISTERCEE. You can go to InFlexWeTrust.com, the Inflex We Trust app, DJ Funk Flex app, that'senough.com. You can go to my Instagram homepage at DJ Mr. C. You can go to Cassidy's homepage. I'm going to give him the link so he can put it up. You're going to put it up.
Of course I'm going to put it up.
And on his Twitter at DJ Cassidy.
I can't let my set be on your social media
and then
pages
it's not on
and not
you.
mine.
Okay. That's good. That's good. So now for people that don't know about DJ Cassidy, you know, I know a lot. You know, there's a lot of people that read the Daily News and the New York Post, and they see you on Page 6, and they hear about a certain celebrity party, and DJ Cassidy was the DJ. Tell everybody how you got started and how long you've been doing this, man.
You know, I've been DJing 2/3 of my life. I've been DJing since I'm 10 years old. Asked my parents for 2 turntables and a mixer for my birthday. And when I turned 10, DJ Cassidy was born. I was a hip-hop kid. You know, I looked up to Grandmaster Flash, Kool Herc, Africa Bambaataa. They were my heroes.
Right.
And when I looked into what kind of music they played, I realized they weren't really playing hip-hop because there wasn't any. They were essentially creating hip-hop by playing soul, funk, disco, rock and roll, reggae, Latin music, everything. That completely fascinated me. So that changed my life. I wanted to be the DJ that could play all music for all people all over the world. And by the time I was 18, I had started to live that motto.
Right. Okay. So, but later on, as you progress your style and your flow, as far as DJing, you started like being known as the cat that was DJing all the celebrity parties. Like, how did that come about?
You know, one of the first celebrities to call on me was Puffy.
Okay.
I was DJing at a club in New York. It was a slow night. I was 18 years old. And out of the corner of the club at 3 in the morning, I see Puff. I'm playing soul classics like I just played.
Right.
We stay open till 5 a.m. for him. He comes up to me at 5 a.m. He says, who's the DJ? I say, I'm the DJ. He looks at me and, like, you know, when I was 18, I looked like I was 10.
Right.
And he goes, but who's been playing all this old stuff all night? And I go, me. He gave me his number. Said to call him the next day, called him the next day, and a week later I was doing his party for the MTV Awards. That was really a career-defining moment. And then my career really snowballed.
Right. So what other celebrity parties have you done besides Diddy's parties?
You know, I've done parties for over a decade for Puff and for Jay and for Beyonce and for Jennifer Lopez and for Russell Simmons and Mary J and Kanye and Nas and Pharrell and Naomi Campbell and Oprah Winfrey. And
You've done. I've heard that you've done certain celebrity parties where it be on private islands. Everybody got to check their cell phones. They can't have their cell phones in the club or wherever the event is.
There have been a few you had to check your phones.
Yeah.
There have been a few you had to check your phones.
Like very
at the White House,
parties.
you got to check your phones.
Yeah, you've done parties for Obama too.
Yes, I have, and that's been just the most surreal experience in my life playing for the president.
Now, tell everybody what's the craziest celebrity party you ever done that where it was just crazy, like the celebs was just wilding. It was just.
Well, see, the thing about that question is, if you really want the answer, you actually can't say it on camera.
Because you don't want to blow spots up.
Yeah, some of these parties you actually can't talk about.
Right, got you. And that's also a big part of why they use you, because it's like, you know, it's the secrecy of it and it's the fraternity of it. Like, you know, you keep what happens at that party stays at that party.
And I think it's listen, I work for a lot of people who I respect and who I admire.
Right.
And you have to keep the respect level there, and that's exactly what
Definitely. Now, you got your single out, Calling All Hearts, featuring Jessie J and Robin Thicke.
Indeed. My first single off my debut album, The Paradise Royale. The first single, Calling All Hearts, featuring Robin Thicke and Jessie J, is on iTunes on the 18th. That's next
February.
week, Tuesday,
Right.
February 18th.
Right. And the video, when is the video coming out?
The video comes out March 4th.
Okay. Now, one thing that you did unique that a lot of artists don't do when you started doing this project is you called on DJs such as myself and enough. All the DJ, I mean, you called every DJ up here at Hot 97 to listen to your album. You also called on a lot of mobile DJs, club DJs, to listen to the album. You didn't really wait for the record label to kind of do a listening party. You kind of did your own one-on-one meet and greet with all different DJs such as myself. What made you do that?
109 to be exact.
109 DJs. You met with 109 DJs one-on-one.
218 hours.
Oh my God. What made you do that?
You know, I would have never made this album if I wasn't a DJ. I've been working on this record for 4 years. I wanted to bring back the greatest dance music of all time, the soul music of the late 1970s and early 1980s. I wanted to capture that sound, that spirit, that energy, that emotion.
Right.
I reunited 22 of the most legendary musicians of the late 1970s and early 1980s for the first time in one room in over 30 years to recapture their definitive sound with no machines, no samples, no covers, no interpolations. I'm talking all the original members of Earth, Wind & Fire, Kool and the Gang, Chic, Rufus, all the musicians who played on Off the Wall, literally the most iconic musicians of all time. Then I said I need a new voice to bring this music back to life. Right. So I recruited John Legend, Estelle, Melanie Fiona, Kelly Rowland, Mary J. Blige, Neo, CeeLo, Robin Thicke, Jessie J, R. Kelly, Usher, and more. Right. After that 4-year journey, there was no way I was simply going to send out my new song to the world and say, here it is. Right. I needed my DJ friends, my peers, my heroes, my mentors, to come to the studio and allow me an hour to share the journey with them, to show them the footage that I shot for 4 years.
I remember you showed me the footage. Incredible.
You know, it was a crazy experience being in the studio with Earth, Wind & Fire, for example. Right. Having them in the studio to play on your record, and them looking to me for guidance, to tell them what to do on the record. It was the greatest experience of my life, and I wanted my DJ friends, my peers, my friends, my fam to come and let me share that journey with them, because out of anyone in the world, they're the ones who A, will appreciate it, and who can bring my mission to light. Right. At the end of the day, the mission was not just to make an amazing you know, it was not just to make a record, to make you know, to make amazing songs. It was to bring that sound back to the airwaves, back to nightlife, back to the dance floor. And there's only one group of people who can do that. That's us. Right.
So when is the album coming out again?
The album comes out spring.
Okay. And once again, the song "Calling All Hearts," you can get it on iTunes starting.
Yes, "Calling All Hearts" featuring Robin Thicke and Jessie J is on iTunes February 18th, and look out for the world premiere of the video that we shot in London, me, Robin, and Jesse, on March 4th.
Okay, one last question before I let you go. You got this whole tradition of wearing the fedora hats and
yes, and the boater hats
and
in
the
boater
summer, hats.
Yeah.
Where did that whole concept came from?
You know, that's probably the question I get asked most, and I haven't come up with a good answer. I've been into fashion my whole life. About 10 years ago, I started wearing hats like these, and about 7-8 years ago, I threw on a boater for the first time. And the boater just stuck. It just became my thing. You never see anyone with a boater hat. And it's to the point, if I show up to a show and I don't have the boater hat on, the promoter gets mad. It just happened. And
it's crazy because when you DJ today, you kept your fedora on, but you had the headphones that go in here headphones, so that this way it doesn't affect.
Because of the hat. Because what happened is, I used to have the headphones under, you know, the chin and went like this. I did that so much, I hurt my neck.
I remember you told me that.
I hurt my neck. Right. So I had to get headphones to go in the ear so I can keep the hat on.
Just to stay fly.
To stay fly.
DJ Cassidy, everybody. Follow him on Twitter, Instagram at DJ Cassidy, and check for his single "Calling All Hearts" on iTunes starting next week. It's Hot 97.
Thank you, C.